really can't let me know, but you know what I mean, right? Okay. As long as we're clear there. Anyway, welcome to the Bard's House. This is Murdunk, your host for this evening. I'm getting kind of excited here, because I am less than 10,000 light years galactic core. It's crazy, man, I tell you. It's great. Alright, so what we're going to do is try to finish this journey off, which is probably going to be a total failure. I don't have the patience for it. At least the patience for streaming it. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you guys. I haven't said this in a long time because it hasn't mattered as much to me, but since last something, we've gone from 20 subscribers to 33 now. Isn't that crazy? That's something, right? And make it so. So, honor of 32 subs. I'm gonna do this. Did that. But seriously, jumping from station or point to point made me think a lot about things. First of all, space is very vast. There's lots of it. Pull up the stream monitor if I can. It should sound me now. No, not videos. Come on, move. Okay, I'm slowing down. Whew. Probably gonna here in a second. Wonderful, but made me think a lot about things. No, really can't let me know, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, so it's working. It's gonna be hell to watch this one in real time because, of course, the internet kind of sucks for that. But anyway, once again, I can't believe I got 32 subs. I mean, that's like 31 more than I ever thought I would get because, you know, I have issues. But anyway, so as I've said before in last night's live stream, I'm still trying to get to Colonia. Not the center of the galaxy because that's way too far out there. Actually, once I get to Colonia, it won't be that far. But I'm not heading to the core. I'm heading to the new center of life in the galaxy. The new inhabited bubble. It used to be just a string of gibberish. Random star in the middle of nowhere. Now it is Colonia. The station that I've been heading to is Jack Station, which hit the Galnet a couple months ago. Several months ago at this point, for making an unprecedented jump across the galaxy. Okay, originally it wanted to make it all the way to Beagle Point, which is on the other far end of the galaxy, a whole 20,000 light years away. Unfortunately, as many things in the universe, it didn't go as planned. So, they made the jump, everything seemed to be going well, and then nobody heard from Jess. They didn't make it, and they disappeared for several weeks, months, whatever. And finally, one of these amazing commanders, a player, actually found it. Ingeniously, too. He just simply scanned systems for ones that were populated, because, of course, on that side of the galaxy, nothing's populated. So you filter it by population, and you get one out of billions. So, of course, the news went viral. Jack Station officially accepted back into whatever governmental organization it came from. And here we are, trekking halfway across the galaxy to find it. Which is what I was doing when I first started this expedition. Then, of course, others like Scott Manley and well, of course, Obsidian Ant was already out there. You know, he stays outside of the bubble, just floating around. So I figured I would follow the bandwagon instead of being the first on it. So, yeah. Here we are. It's amazing, too, because a lot of the the ships in Elite Dangerous. I totally blanked on where I was going just now. Ignore that. But a lot of the ships that I've flown in Elite Dangerous had a jump range of well less than 30 light years. This one, thankfully, is like 31.5 or something like that. But it's the first ship I've had that called an Explorer. I mean, I've always tried to multi-roll my ships, which is bad. Whoa, the stars are getting bright. My first ship, of course, like everybody else, was a Sidewinder. And then I got an Adder because I had to blow up my Sidewinder. And then after that I got I want to say a Diamond. Oh, it was an Eagle. It was an Eagle. Just because, hey, right? Space shuttle to the space. After that I got a can't remember. It must have been the Diamondback, because I never got a Cobra. The station didn't sell them. But of course I got a Diamondback Scout, upgraded to an Explorer. Got a Wild Hare to go long distance, ended up in these. From that expedition I made enough credits to buy a Asp Scout, which really isn't worth it, because it's like but with less modules and less weapons and pretty much less of everything. Not worth the expenditure. Save up. Seriously, if you ever get the chance to choose between a Scout, get the finally had an Asp Explorer. Tried to multi-roll it in a bounty hunt and do the exploration thing. Didn't work at all. Used my best module slot for a fuel scoop instead of a shield, so my shield sucked. Paper hull at the same time didn't help. So eventually I sold off the Asp and then bought a Vulture for bounty hunting and didn't really explore for a while. Then thankfully eventually had enough credits from bounty hunting that I bought a Asp Explorer, the one I'm flying now. Ever since then I've just been, sailing off into the wild black yard. Once I'll show you how close I am to Colonia. And I started this expedition as situation was found. I was like, okay, I'm gonna outfit my Explorer and head out there. And that was great. But then again, I didn't quite fathom how big of a distance 22,000 light years was. I mean, I didn't make it out of the Orion Arm for a good month, and that's just from here to there. So I've been tracking my relative route this whole time, but look, I'm almost into the central disk. It's great. Look at that, 9,500 light years. Before you know it, I'll be able to actually plot a course to it. It's all going crazy. And I can't believe how different the skybox looks. I mean, look at this. It's crazy. I have the sound on to be because I tend to hold down the button for my descanner. But yeah, it's just so much brighter than the colonized bubble area around Earth, at least as I've been camping out at Ross 775 trying to catch the fumes off of Earth, which didn't really work because I was too far out. So yeah, I think I've gone a little bit space crazy just from all the traveling, but that's fine. It's better than going work crazy. So yeah. See, when I edit a video, it usually so yes and us, but I can't do that. So yeah. Oh, and the exploration dish is pretty killer too. I'm sure I've got about 80 bytes of data just waiting to be sold off. Let's see. Okay. Exploration dish. Whoa, watch himself. Not good. Feel it. I said, if anybody was watching this live, I'd feel bad because it's terrible. It's okay though. It's watching. So let's see. Finally gotten over the whole scare the crap out of yourself by a system thing. I thought I was clear before, but then I jumped into a trinary system a little closer to Earth and scared the out of me. Just 3 stars floating next to each other. It's like, okay, out of here. You know, because you always jump into the most massive, or next to the massive star. And the most massive star went an orbital path around. It was bad. But yeah, I like talking. But yeah. Sorry. I'm kind of tired. I've been up a long time. But yeah, in other news, I have been playing a lot of World of Warcraft. And it's weird. There's a fine line between space games and World of Warcraft, and they don't really mix all that well, you know? So I found that pretty interesting myself. But, you know, that's just me. I have a wide range of influence. I grew up watching Star Trek. Of course. Then I introduced RPGs. So that mix of fantasy and sci-fi is all, you know, a weird juxtaposition. But anyway, I'm going to cancel this stream for now. I'll be back in about an hour or so once I get close enough. Or maybe when I get there. But thanks for watching. If you see it later, let me know what you think. Thought? I don't know what I was trying to say. Hasta luego.